we present a new material point method for unified simulation of viscoelastic liquids. The main motivation behind our work was to simulate 3D printing. As shown on the left, the 3D printed material was subsequently dropped to illustrate the elastoplastic deformations, as shown on the right. A number of researchers have considered the simulation of viscous liquids. We briefly review a few prior works here. Viscous liquids were simulated by Batty and Bridson, Batty and Houston, Batty et al., Larionov et al., and Goldade et al. Together, these methods fall into the category of finite volume methods. Similarly, the works of Pierre et al., Takahashi et al., Bender and Koshier, Weiler et al., and Barriero et al. Fall into the category of particle methods. Finally, there is the class of hybrid particle grid methods, which include works such as Ram et al., Yu et al., Fang et al., and Ding et al. In contrast to prior work that focuses either completely on Newtonian models or non-Newtonian models, our work presents a unified formulation for simulating both. Also, our work is not based on finite strain solid mechanics, unlike prior work. Thus, it alleviates the need for updating or evaluating the deformation gradient tensor and the right Cauchy-Green strain. Moreover, it directly provides the expression of the Cauchy stress. Our method can simulate both Newtonian and non-Newtonian liquids by appropriately changing parameter values. Here we show the classic liquid rope coiling effect of a Newtonian syrup, which requires accurate treatment of velocity and pressure boundary conditions. For non-Newtonian liquids, such as shaving cream, which we simulated with both the Oldroyd-B and extended POM-POM models, our method can generate asymmetric and elastic coiling, with primary and secondary coiling effects. Our approach is based on non-local modeling. Intuitively, this approach considers the higher-order spatial and temporal derivatives of quantities of interest. Specifically, we consider first-order non-locality in time. We show how it can be used to unify Fourier and non-Fourier diffusion, as well as Newtonian viscosity, the Oldroyd-B model, the upper-convected Maxwell model, and the extended POM-POM model for non-Newtonian viscosity. We show how a backward Euler discretization of our unified viscosity model recovers the monolithic formulation proposed by Larionov et al. For Newtonian viscosity. However, for greater accuracy, we show how our model can be discretized using the generalized single-step single-solve, or GS4 scheme that was originally designed by Zhou and Tamma. In our paper, we show how semi-implicit, partitioned, and fully explicit formulations can be derived. Finally, we integrate our GS4 discretization with the material point method for versatile simulation of viscoelastic liquids with phase change. Our unified model provides the advantage of being able to simulate very different material properties, such as Newtonian chocolate buckling over a wafer, or a non-Newtonian cream. Note that the buckling patterns are very different, highlighting the differences in material properties. Here is another example of viscous liquid behavior inside an hourglass. A Newtonian syrup, as shown on the left, falls relatively quickly, exhibiting the symmetric coiling pattern as illustrated previously. In contrast, a non-Newtonian ketchup, as shown on the right, falls much more slowly and irregularly, forming clumps as it falls. In our paper, we provide quantitative evaluation to show that our unified model accurately reproduces previous known models. We also evaluate the accuracy of volume preservation using our weakly compressible model. We support object collisions, allowing for seamless interaction of kinematic solids with viscous liquids. This example shows multiple viscous bunnies piling over each other, and subsequently being stamped with the SIGGRAPH label. Our model supports phase change, as we show here by melting Implicit and viscous bunnies on a hot pan. Finally, we show another simulation of 3D printing, where we print the individual letters of SIGGRAPH, and subsequently drop them on the printer bed to show elastoplastic deformations. Note that each letter deforms differently to highlight the wide variation in material properties that our method can capture. We thank the anonymous reviewers for their valuable feedback, Pixar Animation Studios for generous donation of RenderMan licenses, which was used to generate all our videos, and the funding sources that supported this work. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.